Hi guys. Starting off early today. But I wanted to do my makeup. I haven't done my makeup in a while. And once again, I did not feel like editing. Believe it or not, I actually don't like watching myself on like replays of myself unless I'm like critiquing on what I can do better. But like editing is not my favorite thing. I've been having hot flashes all this morning. Ugh, I need to drink my water. Okay, using the Pat McGrath Sublime, the Pat McGrath Sublime palette today. Okay, and I am going to be talking about current events slightly and my opinions on them. Nothing political, just stating facts and my opinions on those facts. So if you're not interested, just click off now. No need to leave negative comments because I don't give a. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm starting off. Where's my little? I have my little card as usual that tells me what shades I'm using. I got my little wig on today. Oh, let me show you. I just text one of. So I have like two stylists. I have Kentoya, who I go to get my hair washed and braided, and like hair maintenance stuff. And then I apply my own wigs. But I have a separate stylist who cuts my wigs and colors my wigs. Well, except for this one. She didn't color this one. Like when I say like when I mean color, I mean like do coloring that I'm not able to do myself, because if I can DIY something, I'm going to DIY something. But this I don't think I'm going to be able to do. So let me show you real quick what I was thinking about trying. So I saw this, I think it was on Instagram, and I took a screenshot, and it's blonde hair with burgundy highlights as opposed to like the base color being the darker color. The base color on this look is the lighter color. So I was thinking I want to do something like that. I think it would look good with my skin tone. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. I'm pretty neutral, so a lot of stuff works with me or works for me. So I can either go like cool or warm depending on like, what color my eyebrows are or the makeup I'm wearing that day or the clothes. So that's my opinion. I don't like have one of those degrees in like color theory and stuff like that. Like there's literally people that have um like careers telling other people what colors look good on them. I think I look good in anything because I'm neutral. But yeah, isn't this pretty? So I text Hannah. I will leave her information down below if you live in Michigan. But she colors and cuts my hair. She cuts or my wigs. She cut this wig, but like I said, she didn't color it. I just did the root by myself. But this I don't think I could do by myself, so I'm gonna see how much she's gonna charge for me. Um, but I need to do something, you guys, because what is going on what is going on is blowing my it's blowing my mind. I thought what I think. I thought it was I thought things were sustainable up until maybe a month ago. Like, we can survive this, we can survive it. There's a lot of bounce back in this country, okay? Like, mistakes were made, but we can overcome. We always do, right? And then Kansas passed a bill, I think, and it's law now, where if you're trans and your license does not say the sex you were born as, it is considered invalid. So not just, I think it's any form of ID, like state ID or something like that. Because in other states, when you're trans and are transitioning to being female or being a male, you can change your gender on the on your official documents. But Kansas said, no, 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 no. They said to, I think the news said it was like 1,700 residents. They said, no, 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 we're not doing that. We're not doing that here. Okay, we're not going to let you live. I just spit. Sorry. We're not going to let you live. You are impeding our orders and operations so much. And it's not us that has the problem. It's you. But this is just so outlandish that we let you live your lives the way you want to live your lives. We can't continue to let this happen. So they have disenfranchised about 1,700 residents in their state. So these people, this community, like if they have gone through the full process of getting their IDs changed to the gender that they are living as, the state said no. So when that started to happen, I immediately was like, number one, that's wrong. Okay. And these are just my opinions, of course. But number one, that's wrong. Because how is that affecting anybody? I mean, these people are already fucking, obsessed with what goes on in the bathrooms, particularly female bathrooms, which I don't know. What do they think is going on in the female bathroom? We're protecting women and girls. Like, what do you think is going on in a female bathroom? Besides using the bathroom, besides defecating and urinating, what do you think is going on? See, the funniest part is, I think these people think that in the girls' bathroom, we walk in and we say, oh, it's another girl in here. Hey, girl. And we ask about their life history. Like, no, we don't be paying attention to who's in the bathroom. The thought. Either way, but those are just my opinions. But anyway, obviously, I'm against everything that's going on right now when it comes to the government telling people, oh, because you are living not living as the sex you were born as, is you change genders, it's unacceptable. And here's the thing. No one is paying attention like that. Because this is the thing. When you start saying that you don't look woman enough, you don't walk woman enough, you're not female enough, that's going to affect every woman. That's going to affect every woman with every body type, because we all look different. Not everyone who is a biological woman has curves and boobs. Okay? And here's the thing. Not every trans woman is flat. I don't know. Have you guys seen Gigi Gorgeous? That woman is like her name says it. That woman is gorgeous. Okay? Have you seen Gigi? Have you seen G.S. Madison? Have you seen La Demi? Because these lawmakers are thinking every trans person looks manly for some reason. I don't know why they think that, because not every trans person is on the same level of their transition as, people with money. Some people are not as far into their transition as that, or don't have the means to get surgeries and stuff like that, but they're living their truth, and that's just what they got to do. But maybe because, like, I know some women that's got whiskers. I got whiskers. I got a full-blown mustache if I don't shave it. So what? Does that mean I can't use the woman's bathroom because I don't look woman enough? Like, the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And this is the thing. A majority of crimes that happen in the United States are for men. Not transgender men, or not transgender women who are biologically male. Okay? And everybody's gonna be talking about, oh, that one that transgender female or transgender woman, because they're not females, they're women. A transgender woman that blew up her family, blew them away. I looked it up on Google. It's like 0.00005% of trans people are responsible for violent crimes. Like, what? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Anyway, Kansas is like, we're going to be the first. We're going to do this. I don't know if I would want to be the first on something like that, but that's what they decided. They're going to be the first to do it. Oh, and then there's like, you can report trans people using the wrong bathroom. Like, once again, looking at someone, how are you going to know they trans? Because someone has their own thought on what a man looks like, or what a female or what a woman should look like. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all is crazy. Y'all is crazy. Y'all is goddamn crazy. And we are not talking about, I don't know. I'm just going to stop there. I'm just going to stop there. But, yeah, Kansas is the first. And I don't know anybody that lives in Kansas, but the trans community that currently lives in Kansas, the rest of the country that has sense and thinks this is stupid, like, we feel you, we understand, we support you, because these lawmakers are just fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna be doing like coppery. No, this shade right here. It's called Iconic. From the palette. We're going to be doing a halo eye like that. Hopefully it works. We're going to see. I'm currently using a bronzing shade to blend out this dark brown. Another thing I have opinions on is the bombing of Iran, or Iran, however you pronounce it. I'm not sure. And I posted about it on Facebook already. I posted about it. I do not support 99.9% of what this administration is doing. Regime change. All this, the people wanted it. Regime change. You don't see any other countries doing this shit. You know what I think it is? I think it's the same thing that they did in Venezuela. Well, they're going to bomb the hell out of the country. Get all these people, like, they're going to fuck up the country. They're going to fuck it up. And then they're going to steal the resources. And say it was all in the name of freeing the people of Iran from tyrannical rule. Can someone do that here? I don't know. We've been having a lot of protests. Because their thing was like, oh, they're killing their protesters. I mean, last time I checked, that statement was a little close to home, So I don't know. I think it's for the resources. I think, and I don't know this Israel thing, because people are all like, Israel this, Israel that. I don't know enough to speak on that. I just know we can't even get our own shit together, and we have the nerve to be trying to tell another country what's going on. And then there's going to be people like, oh, but they were building a bomb. They were building a bomb. Okay. I thought last year our administration said that they obliterated all capabilities. That was in June. So what happened? What happened? Did he lie then? Or is he lying now? Where does the lie stop and where does it start? And you shouldn't have to ask yourself that. You know? Because you should not be defending the indefensible. You cannot defend the indefensible. And I'm just happy I don't have anyone that that in my family that is currently a veteran, like an active duty military service person, but I know people that do have kids up in there, and I feel terribly for them. Because their kid is about to have to get involved in something this old ass politician started. And even granted, technically we're not at war because Congress hasn't said we're at war, but the man bombed a whole ass country, killed a whole bunch of people without permission. Like, what is happening? Where is Congress? What are they doing? And since one party controls the House and the Senate right now, it makes me think that they're going to all benefit from this. I don't know how. Probably financially. Like, is it really overriding the care of their constituents and their constituents' sons and daughters? The fuck? And weren't we sending stuff to Ukraine? And haven't we been sending money to Israel? So if this has nothing to do, so say you say this has nothing to do with the United States, we're just supporting an ally. Haven't we been sending money to Israel for the last, 3 years? Or some shit like that. Last time I checked, Israel is not a third world country. Why they need all that? Why they need all that money? Last time, look, what? And didn't we just have troops in the Ukraine a couple of years ago? What? I just... Those are my opinions. I'm done. This is not what this video is, but like I said in the beginning, I was going to talk about facts because everything I just said is a fact and my opinions on them. Because this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And I am privileged enough to where I don't really have to, I don't have to live it. There's literally people in this world living the news right now. And that just blows my mind. That absolutely blows my mind. Absolutely. Man, it is a privilege to live, to not have to be living the news right now. So, those are just my thoughts. This is not turning out as bright as I want it to. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Let's just keep going. Anyway, this is a shade Iconic, by the way, from the Sublime palette. All right, and then going back into the dark shade. Oh, I'm going to say one more thing. And I posted about this too. I learned about I learned about states suing the federal government over a, what do you consider an amendment? An addition? And yeah, an amendment to the American Disabilities Act. It's like or an amendment to the Rehabilitation Act, Section 504. So I was reading about that, and I don't have a whole bunch of details, so I'm not going to speak too much on it. All I know is that if it is successfully repealed, it's going to affect my child. Because my child is autistic, just in case you guys are like new watchers or you didn't know that. My child is autistic. She receives services from her school, and autism isn't a childhood thing. She's going to have autism for the rest of her life. She's probably going to need assistance in all of her schooling and possibly in her adult life. Okay, so this, not that it doesn't have to affect me for me to understand what's going on, but in this case it directly will affect my family, and that I can't have that. So I think it's like 8 states right now that are trying to get the federal government to repeal Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of like 1973 or some jazz like that, which roughly, I'm paraphrasing, would basically say that the state doesn't, or the states don't have to provide additional services to people with disabilities. Think about that. So whether you are disabled from birth, whether if it's like physically or mentally, or you break your leg, like you don't have to be provided wheelchairs. If you're going deaf or born deaf or have some sort of hearing loss, you don't have to have interpreters for things. You're not going to be entitled to an interpreter. If you're blind, no braille, you know. And it's just what are these people thinking? And I read it, and one of the things that Google highlighted was Biden added gender dysphoria as part of the disability part. And I think that's what these states are upset about, because it's mostly red states. It's mostly red states, and I was about to say something real general, but I'm not going to say it. But it's mostly red states. It's mostly red states supporting this. But I don't think they think shit through, because that is going to directly affect their constituents too. So they must not care. That's the only thing I can think of. They don't care. Let's see. I'm going to try to blend this out. This is not as bright as I want it to be. I'm going to have to add something. I do like that little smoke under the eye, though. Yeah, I like that little smoke under the eye. I think I'm going to have to use a Danessa Myricks shade. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Okay, so I have that Pastel Dream palette from Danessa Myricks. I added it onto my stack from the Lightworks 6 palette. I did not get the Lightworks 7, mainly because at the time that it came out, I wasn't checking for it. And then it was out, and then they never stocked it. So it's gone. But now they have like this. Oh, I'm using this shade right here. I don't know what shade it is. I don't feel like taking it out. Anyway, it's gone. I thought they were gonna at least like. I'm gonna have to use some glitter glue for this too. I thought they were gonna at least like restock it, but they didn't. It's gone. But they have this little 6-pan of mattes, but it's like really neutral colors and like colors that you can find in pretty much any palette that has neutral tones in it. So I was like, it's not worth the price in my opinion. The little 6-pan is not worth the price. Okay, so we're just gonna put this in the center here. Just to add a little brightness, because this look turned out a little too dull for my liking. I did a little something. Ooh, let's talk about something maybe that doesn't have to do with like the administration. Let's talk about like on the same vein of disabilities, Tourette syndrome. So y'all heard about, I think it was the BAFTAs. Y'all heard about the man with Tourette's yelling out the N-word while Michael B. Jordan and another black man was up on stage. And there's like two opposing sides. One opposing side is like, he has Tourette's, he can't control it. The other opposing side's like, why would that even be in his vocabulary? So I don't know specifics about Tourette's and stuff like that. Apparently there's like different kinds of Tourette's and stuff like that. I can't speak on any of that because I don't know anybody that has it, but I want to know your guys' thoughts, because this one is a little, because I don't know, I can't have an opinion on it. That's my stance. That's my stance. If I don't have any facts, like medical facts about Tourette's and like what words someone with Tourette's says when they're having a tic, like, is that based off of only words they know or is it based off words they have heard? Because that would also be, you hear a whole bunch of words. So maybe it's not something he would say. Or is it a tic that he would usually say? And then there's people like, BBC, which apparently was the network that was hosting or showing this. They could have edited it out. I don't know if the show was live or not. I haven't looked that deep into it. But let me know what you guys think. I don't have an opinion. Because I don't know enough. I don't know enough about Tourette's, which I think should be most people's viewpoints instead of like automatically condemning this man. Maybe get some more information. I'm not condemning nobody because I don't know enough. But yeah, it's a big deal right now, especially because what's happening with just current events and a college student in, I don't even remember what state, but I saw it on Instagram, a college student found hanging from a tree and they rule it a suicide. Suicide. A black college student, by the way. And I think it was in one of these southern states. And they ruled it a suicide. No investigation, no nothing. Just a suicide. That's crazy. What do you think about that? That's crazy. Oh, I like how that's looking. Do I want to do a liner? I don't think so. I am going to do a lash, of course, though. I always do a lash. think I'm going to do that. I like that nice smoky brown, chocolate gold. And I love these things because they're magnetic and you could take out the individual pans too. Love these things. Okay. Let's see. Right lashes. So I'm just going to be reusing some lashes that I had. These are the ones I showed you last time from Amazon. So what do I have planned today? Jeff built me a new deck. So if you don't know, I'm into MTG. Like, okay, MTG is Magic the Gathering. So let me explain. I do make my own decks most of the time. But Jeff has been at it for a lot longer than I have. We do have two different playing styles. I am very aggressive. My colors are black and green. I'll throw in a little white too. But Jeff is like a blue player. He's got the brain of a blue and red player. Okay? And the stuff he comes up with, that's why at times I don't want to play with you, because the decks that he creates like I think I got him. And then he whips out this like 2-piece, 3-piece combo, and not like to go infinite or something, but just something that just knocks me down from say like 50 life to like 14. And like I said, I'm also very aggressive when it comes to Magic the Gathering. I like to see results. I am not a builder when it comes to MTG, and I have to change that mindset. So Jeff bought me Azula, and because there's several cards of Azula, but it's the one, what is it called? It's the one where I can't remember the whole name of the card, but it's the one where you attack and you firebend 2, and any spell you cast during that time is copied. So that is Azula. And I saw that. I was like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. I want to do it. But it's a thinking deck. So we played it last night. He admitted it was only the first iteration of it. So it wasn't smooth or whatever, but it required a lot of thinking. And I need to get into that mindset, because blue players are not just all about, counter spells and stuff like that, right? They what's the word? They strategize. Whereas like a green player kind of just, big thing crush, Oh, I'm having another hot flash. Oh my God. And I have my window open, you guys. And I'm still hot. Yeah, so I am the big thing crush kind of player. And my husband is not. Anyway, so he was best suited to build the Azula deck for me. And he did. So he was playing Bree, or Bre, B-R-E, the Stout-Hearted or something. Where you get value if you have life-linking. Creatures. And so he was playing that, and I was playing Azula, and I was just getting so frustrated because you have to build with Azula. You have to strategize, and I am not a strategy queen. But turns out the deck in itself was just not smooth playing anyway, because he tried it too, and it just wasn't smooth enough. So he's gonna work on it some more. But yeah, we play. So when I get into Magic the Gathering, like I have spurts. Like I rotate between 3 things: makeup, hair, and magic. Those are my things. Those are the things I like to do. Those are my hobbies. So right now I'm really into hair and makeup. Obviously, that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm wearing new wigs and stuff like that. Because I find that when it takes me hours to do stuff, I get really calm. So That's why I've been doing my hair and makeup. It keeps me really calm. But Jeff is like, we need to get back into Magic. So that's what we're doing. And then, you know, some really exciting sets have come out lately. I haven't been excited since Final Fantasy. I'm just going to be real with you. But Jeff was excited about Lorwyn. So we're excited about that. But now that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set came out, I don't think, if you play Magic, you already know what I think about that. Most people are thinking it. Some of Jeff's friends were like, there's a lot of removal in it. Okay, cute. Don't care. The next set I'm excited about is Strixhaven, because then there's going to be a lot of, like, you know, it's spell casting. So I'm excited about that. But in the meantime, we are still living our best lives with Avatar and Lorwyn. So Jeff made that Bree deck and the Azula deck for me. So we're going to play again today. And he like switched out to 2 cards to make it flow better. So we're going to see if they work. What else is going on today? So it's a Sunday, so Lady doesn't have school. And I didn't make her do any math this weekend because she only gets homework from like Monday to Thursday. She doesn't have math, or she doesn't have homework on Friday, so I wasn't going to have her do it because I thought that maybe that would be a little unfair. Also, she went over her grandmother's house, so even if I wanted to, I wouldn't have gotten a chance to do any homework with her or any, you know, additional math with her. But that's going to start up again on Monday. And hopefully by the end of the year, when they evaluate her as far as where she's at on a first grade level, math will be on par rather than below average, because right now her math is below average, and that you can't, she's in first grade, you can't, or I can't allow that to slide when she's literally building the foundations for her entire math life, you know? So that's a cute lash or whatever. Yeah, so I'm excited. So after this, I'm gonna go play some Magic, and then I'm going to edit some videos because I have a lot of footage. Because I'd be filming. Not all of them are talking videos. So I'd be doing a lot of voiceovers and stuff like that. What I'm running into is a site that I get my non-copyrighted music from. All of a sudden someone claims it on YouTube, and I'm like, but I got it off the non-copyright site. So I'm going to have to start doing more talking videos because I can't, like, the music I be playing gets copyright struck. Not that I'm not monetized or anything, but it takes my video down from being viewed. So that's a problem. So I don't because there's like you can like get subscriptions to have access to music. Like, you pay for the rights for the music so you can use it on your video. I don't got that kind of money, you guys. And I'm also not that invested in YouTube. I do this as a hobby. I do it because I want to this is going to sound corny as hell, but I want to make friends. Because like I said, where I live is very, I don't want to say isolated, but when it comes to the way of thinking around here, it's very isolated. It's very like bubble, hive mind. Like, you're not going to see a lot of people walking down the street with, you know, a lot of makeup on or like fun colored hair. You got to go to certain places for that, and that's not around here. I live in a predominantly white Republican area. There, I said it. I said it. Okay. So I'm on social media so I can make friends and keep in contact with people that I've had in my life and used to work with. Not a lot of them, I'll be real. Not a lot of them I keep up with, but I do keep up with a couple of people. I do keep up with a couple of people. So that's why I'm on social media. Also because I like sharing my makeup and hair. Because like I said, where I live, there's not a lot of black people, which means there's not a lot of black culture, which means there's not a lot of people that I wouldn't say that look like me, but look like me. They'll have their wig done and stuff like that, and have basically like wig culture is not around me, makeup culture is not around me. There's a little bit of nail culture. I'm kind of boring when it comes to nails, though. I'll be real. I just get plain colors. Don't judge me. I have to get my nails done again. I got them done like a week and a half ago. But there's not a lot of nail culture around here. There's not a lot of spice. That's what I'm gonna say. It's not a lot of spice. There's not a lot of sazon around here. Okay, not a lot. Now I am fortunate to where I live next to towns or cities, whatever you want to call them, that do have spice. But it's not readily available where I stay. Where I stay. So that's why I got my ass on the internet, because I'm like, I need to find my people. I need to find people that like the same things or are interested in the same things I am interested in. Even people that aren't, because I am not the type that likes to be in a bubble. Like, I understand comfort and everything. Being in an echo chamber is very comfortable. On some things, I don't want to be in an echo chamber. I want different views. Okay. Now, when it comes to certain things like genocide and pedophilia, I don't want to know your views. If you are for genocide and pedophilia, we cannot be friends. I don't want to know you. But things that are able to have a multi points of view, like policy and how people view the world and stuff like that. I welcome that. Now, don't think just because we cool, I'm not gonna push back. Don't think that. Do not think that. I'm never trying to force my opinion on someone, but I will let you know what it is, if that makes any sense. And if you post something that I critically think and like disagree with, I'm going to let you know I disagree with it. But I'm never like insulting or anything. I'm not a troll, you know. But I like opposing viewpoints. I do like that on some things. Like I said, certain things there's a hard line with me, but most things I can discuss and be like, oh shit, I never thought about that. But yeah. It's a cute little lash too. See, this is the thing. This is my round eye. So this eye naturally is almond shaped. So my lash lays lower on this eye than it does on this eye. So do you see how much bigger this eye looks than this eye? So I always have to like either angle this one down or like push this one up. But if I angle it down too much, then it makes my eye look droopy. So I think I'm just gonna try to push this mother up. Oh, I'm sorry if you hear screaming. Everyone is okay. That's my daughter on Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator. Oh my God, if you guys have kids out there, let me know. And maybe they're not struggling with math. Maybe they love math. Let me know that too. What do you do to encourage your children to do math? My child hates math. I hate math. I can't really blame her. I absolutely hate math. Have always hated math. Okay? But it's a part of life. You have to learn the basics. You have to at least go up to algebra, I think. You know, and depending on what you want to do, you gotta go past that. But um let me know, is there any, like, she's obsessed with Goat Simulator. She likes building things. So it used to be she liked Minecraft. So she liked creating her own little world. She loved building things in Minecraft that she saw in the real world. Like we used to go to, or we still do, just not as often. We used to go to a pool at a college campus, and she recreated it in the game. So now she's in Goat Simulator, which there's not a lot of creating going on, but there's a lot of exploring, which she also likes to do. And that's also how Jeff and I got her to take reading seriously, because she used to hate reading. And we, you know, told her, if you can start reading, you can read what the goat is doing, you know, because there's like little quests in Goat Simulator and stuff like that, and they have little like little costumes for the goat, and she would always ask, what does this say? Well, now she can read it herself, you know. Some of the words are a little like difficult for a first grader, but the point is she's trying. Okay, so that's where I need to get her at with math. That's where I need to get her at with math. So if you guys know of any programs, more specifically computer games, that have helped your child or a child you know welcome the idea of math, let me know so we can try it out and incorporate it with Lady. And I know some people are going to be like, why you let your kid play video games? Because I do. Because in my opinion, it helps her more than it doesn't. Like, she has grown leaps and bounds with reading in the last year, particularly. And it's something's doing it. I know school is a factor, but I really think it's her gaming and having to read things that has gotten her I'm just tightlining right now. This lash does not want to stay. I gotta put some more glue on it. Has got her reading. So that's why I let her play video games. And no one dies in Goat Simulator. Yes, you can blow stuff up, but it's not like more of it's not a teen or adult game. It's like a child's game. Any more? There it is. Some glue, because this is popping up right here. So yeah, that is the status of the math journey we're on with Lady. What else is going on? Can't really think of anything in my personal life. I live a very simple, boring life, and I like it like that. I do not like excitement in my own life. I like excitement in other people's lives, so I can either celebrate with them or worry for them. I don't want any excitement in my life. No, I don't. No, I do not. So I am admittedly very boring. But I'm wondering, let me see if Hannah texts me back. So is Hannah out of Saginaw that does my wigs. Love her. Like I said, I'll leave it down below. But oh, this is just going to be a little smokier right here. I'm going to put some of this, I'm just being nitpicky right now. I'm going to put some of this on top of my lash right here. This is the ColourPop pencil in, I think it's Cold Brew. What is this? Brouhaha. I was wrong. It's called Brouhaha. I'm just going to use this to slightly line my lash line. So it makes it like a little smokier toward the inner corner like it does on here. Even though, granted, this is glue, but if I try to get it off, it's just going to take my whole lash off. So I'm just trying to put a little depth right here on this eye. Cute or whatever. Okay, let's see. Okay, am I done with the eyes? I think I am. That was pretty simple, right? Most of my stuff is simple. Because I am not a makeup artist. There's only so many things I can do. And my hands shake, which is why you don't see me doing a lot of liner, like wing liner without tape, because my hands shake so bad. My hands shake. Okay, I need to do priming and color correcting. What do I want to use as a primer? So this is the foundation I'm using today. Hopefully this is the right shade. This looks a little yellow. I'm going to be real with you. But this is the... It probably is too yellow. It's light medium golden. I should have probably gotten light medium neutral. We're going to work with it. Let's do this. We're going to use the Boss Up Cosmetics Boss Primer. So it's this hydrating primer. You can get Boss Up Cosmetics on TikTok and on her website. I'm no longer on TikTok, so I haven't bought anything from her lately. I will say, since I quit TikTok, my addiction to short form content has diminished. Now, I will say I am addicted to my phone. Maybe not as bad as some people, but in my view, I can't go more than 2 hours without looking at my phone. And I'm not just saying like for text message purposes, like if I'm having communication with someone, I'm talking about to like see what's going on, to see what people are doing. And I don't know if that's considered normal these days. I don't know. What is normal? I don't know. But I should say I don't consider it at this point a detriment to my life. I think when it becomes an issue, maybe then I'll have to acknowledge that. I think I've said this before in one of my other videos. I am addicted. Like when I do look at my phone, I'm looking at current events. And in the past, it hasn't been a problem. Because in the past, there hasn't really been a lot going on. You know, little things here, little things there. But nothing like brink of World War III kind of shit. So I am like, I'm kind of addicted to my phone right now. And I'm really trying hard not to. I'm really trying hard not to be. And that in itself is a privilege. You know, being able to separate yourself from the news. Because some people literally are living what we're watching. And I am privileged to where that is not the case. Put this over here. So that's why I'm going to like dedicate the day to doing laundry, editing, and spending time with my husband and daughter. Because at the rate shit is going right now, you know, at the rate shit is going right now, I don't know what's going to happen. Don't know what will happen. Usually things are predictable, but then they reach a certain point and things ain't so predictable anymore. And it's scary. It's scary. If you are not worried, at least worried, there's something wrong with you. Because we are not living in the same reality then. Okay, let's see. See, I just looked at my phone again. I need to stop. Okay, I'm going to put some oil underneath my eyes. This is from Reclaimed Youth Spa. Oh, which, by the way, while I was scrolling this morning, they're doing like a VIP giveaway at Reclaimed Youth Spa down in Flint. And if you go see Andrea for a procedure, it enters you into this VIP giveaway to, I think it was like to go see something in concert or something. I gotta reread it. Um, but Andrea is who does my lips. I haven't seen her in like a year. I need to go back. Like my lips look natural. I don't want natural looking lips. Okay? That is not the goal. That is not the goal. I want full lips, but I don't want to look like a blow up doll. But I want them bigger than they are now. But like I said, since I'm not, I gotta prioritize funds right now. But so that was the Reclaimed You Spa Beauty Oil. Just put it under my eyes. It will help my concealer lay better later. Yeah, so she's doing that on her page. I will leave that link down below too, if you want to check her out if you're in the Flint area. I have to color correct. Using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Peach. So I've been watching a lot of makeup videos. I'm a lot better than I used to be. I used to be one of those people like that was, oh, it's the, you say it's the newest and hottest thing, right? I want to get it. I don't do that anymore when it comes to makeup. Now, hair, I have a little bit more of an addiction. Because I like changing up my hair. But more than that, I like the process of making a new wig. I like the creation of it. I think that's why I like makeup so much too, because it's like creating something new, like the transformation of it. So I like making wigs, and I don't make them for anyone else but me, because then there's expectation on top of that, and then it becomes more of a job than a hobby. So no, I don't make wigs for people. I do, like, I used to sell my old wigs, but I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore. Now I keep them because it always turns out that, like, I will, like, after I'm done with the wig, or I think I'm done with the wig, it always turns out, like, maybe a year later or something, I want another style that's similar to a wig I already had. Like, before I came across that blonde hair with burgundy highlights, I was going to do curly. I even bought the closure for the curly wig that I was going to make. I don't have the hair yet, but I bought the closure. And now I don't even want to do it. So, but I'm not going to say I wasted money, because eventually I'm going to want to do curly hair. But I really like the that look of that blonde hair with the burgundy highlights. I really like that. Okay, so that is the color correcting that I do. I do it around my mustache area, and then I have scars from where I'd be picking at my skin because I get hair on my chin. I know, oh my god, hair on your chin, but I pull it out. I have, what is that called? Trichophobia? I don't know. But it's like, no, that's a fear of something. But I have to pull the hair out. I have to pull the hair out. And sometimes it gets ingrown, so I like dig, which is so bad for your skin. Don't do that. But I can't help myself. Like, I have to like stop myself in real time from like digging a hair out. Like, I have one right here that I can see underneath the skin, but it's too deep. Like, I have to wait for the hair to grow more so it comes out, and it's frustrating. But I know if I dig, I'm going to have a huge scab and it's going to scar. And I am not the best at taking care of my skin in the first place. So why am I going to cause more damage, more unnecessary damage? Why am I going to do it? Why am I going to do it to myself? All right, so this is the SheGlam Contour Stick in Earthy Sepia. And I'm just going to use this brush right here to blend it out. Now, what I like about that primer that I used, I have dry skin, so it makes my skin more hydrated, but not, what I want to say, like, too dewy. Like, it looks healthier, but it doesn't look like I'm a sweaty mess like some hydrating primers will do. I must be extra dry today. I probably am. I didn't drink any water yesterday. I was like in zombie mode yesterday. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, I slept, but my brain was not fully awake when I woke up. So I was like caffeinated all day. And so I was like wired but tired. It's not a good feeling. So I drank a lot of Diet Coke yesterday, which is bad for your skin too. That is bad for your skin too, but I am a Diet Coke addict. Diet Coke and coffee. It's terrible, I know, but I'm a real person, you guys. I'm a real person. I'm a real person. Okay. And then I'm going to do on my nose. It snowed a little bit yesterday where I live. It's like steady. It was really nice weather for maybe like 2 days. Like, and when I say nice weather for the winter, that would be like the high 40s, low 50s. I think maybe we had a high 50s day too one of those days. And now it's back to being 20s and 30s. I guess trying to be spring, but old man winter said, oh no, not so fast. Get over here, you know? So, get over here. I need a new computer this year. I think I'm gonna try to save up for one for the end of the year. Because the computer I have a computer, but it doesn't close. And I need, like, it's bum. I'm gonna say it's a bum computer. Like, it doesn't close because the screen is barely connected to the bottom of the, it's a laptop, by the way. Is barely connected to the bottom of the laptop. And no, you don't get any visuals on the screen itself because it's like barely hanging on. So I have to connect my TV to it to see what I'm doing on the computer. It's bum. It's bum ratchet, but you gotta do what you gotta do until you get the funds, because computers, and it's a gaming computer too, so I was gaming with it. I don't game too much anymore. Like I said, I like rotate between 3 things. I was a gamer in a couple years ago, but these days I'm not too much. But yeah, it's a gaming laptop too, so it wasn't cheap, so I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to just like throw it out because it's not working the way, or it's not working the way it's supposed to. I mean, as far as like running programs and stuff, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I still have a lot of space on there. It's still a pretty fast laptop, but the screen is just busted. And I'm pretty sure it's out of warranty. This is the fucked up part, and I will never buy from this company again. It's an MSI computer. So I had a laptop 2 years ago that did the exact same thing. The screen part came detached from the base, and that one was still under warranty. So guess what? The new one that they sent me did the exact same thing. Except now the warranty is gone. So I am not going to buy an MSI computer anymore. I think I'm going to try Alienware next go around. I don't know. I got to do my research because I like fast computers. I may not be using it for gaming, but I use it for my content creation. So it's got to have good visuals and lots of space and runs quick. You know what I mean? So this contour is turning out to be very dark, but I haven't put on any foundation yet. So we're gonna go with that. It's gonna turn out okay. I look fucking weird, and I think it's crooked. Yeah, it's crooked. Yeah, it's crooked. I'm not a makeup artist, you guys, and this is live. So now you're seeing exactly what the process is. And I'm just taking my time. I could just shut up and do this, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh, and once again, just in case you're new to this channel, yes, this is a wig. This is the wig. This is the wig I made. This is from, the hair is from Her Hair Company. And it's 3 bundles of 14 inches in the Brazilian 613. And then the closure is a 613 6x6 closure from Bios Hair off of Amazon. Just in case you're curious where I get my hair from. This is some good ass blonde hair. Now it does tangle a little bit in the back, but it does not mat. Some of the I'm talking too fast, like I have to catch my breath. Some of the cheaper blonde hair that I was using, where's my concealer? Some of the cheaper blonde hair that I was using, it was getting matted in the back. It was matted. And that is not, or ever, never will it be cute. So, I just tried out Her Hair Company, and I like this hair. It's also very, very soft. So how I do my blonde hair, like maintenance wise, I don't wash it. Like if I get, like I don't wash the hair itself. I'll wash the cap and let the water run through, but I won't actually like scrub the hair because it's not attached to my head. Like there's a barrier between me and the actual hair. So unlike in like, you know, natural hair growing out of your head, it doesn't have all that dirt and debris from your scalp. Now the one thing that wig hair does have is possibly product. So I don't use hairspray. I don't use hold products except for on my lace. So I don't have a lot of product buildup on the hair itself. So I don't really have to shampoo the hair. I just rinse it with hot water to get out my heat protectant or my the texturizer or the oils that I use to, you know, that have been on my hair for a couple weeks. But I don't use anything that holds the hair in place. No gels on the hair itself. I use my Bold Hold oh my god, Liquid Gold. Like I blanked for a second. My Bold Hold Liquid Gold to do my lace and the edges, but that's the only place where I use any kind of holding product. So I think that's another reason why this hair is doing so good, is because I'm not really washing it a bunch. I'm keeping it moisturized. I use what do I use? Let me think for a second. I use the Mielle Rosemary, I think, that one. The Rosemary leave-in conditioner. I was using Melanin Hair Care conditioner, or not conditioner, leave-in. I use that on my hair, my daughter's hair too, but I ran out and I can't get any more because she's out of stock right now. So I switched to Mielle because that's what I had access to. So that's been working. And then I use a from Baskin Lather, that moisturizing spray I showed you in a past video. I use that on this hair. And then I use a Sacred, is it pronounced Sacred? The Beyonce brand, CECRED. I use her hair oil on this hair, and not a lot of product, because this is straight hair. It doesn't require a lot of product. So that's what I use to manage this blonde hair, and it has been working out great. It's still got a lot of movement and stuff like that, and it's soft. So just in case you're curious what I'd be using. Now, if it was like, if I had curly hair, like I was going to have curly hair, it would be a completely different routine, you know. But this hair don't require a lot of product. Oh, and I never did do that video. I ended up deleting the footage by mistake. Okay. And maybe it's still in the trash on my Google Drive, but, what's it called? Trippy Hair remember I had got the straight bundles from Trippy Hair, and they hadn't sent their bundles were not the 100 grams that they claim they were. I noticed on the website they have changed it to being between 90 whatever and 100 grams. So they don't say it's 100 grams anymore. But at the time of purchase, when I bought it, they said it was going to be 100 grams and it wasn't. So I, told them that it wasn't, and they ended up sending me some more hair. I think I told you guys that. But that hair is good. Now it's straight hair, okay? It's straight hair. It's not a lot. It doesn't require a lot of maintenance. When I was, thinking, I'm using the foundation now. When I was thinking about changing my hairstyle again to curly hair, I was like, oh, let me go with Trippy Hair. Girl, their reviews were terrible. And not one of those, oh, well, maybe, no. They were terrible reviews. Like, after I was reading the reviews, I felt like I would be an idiot to spend my money on this curly hair, which is unfortunate because you want to find a hair company that does all their texture of hair the same. The quality is there across the board. I have yet to find a hair company that does that. Now, like I said, I just discovered her hair company. They have been around for a while. I don't really know specifics about them. I don't know who owns them. I don't know how long they've been around. But I just got the blonde hair. Personally, in my opinion, if you can do blonde hair, because it's bleach, right? If you can do blonde hair well, you should be able to do everything well. So I was going to get my curly hair from them. But then Kintoya was like, her friend was advertising some hair, and that a bunch of customers have been using Mariah's Hair Company. It's a local business. And I was checking out her website, but what I noticed is she doesn't have a lot of reviews. Like, she's got description about her hair and stuff, but there's no reviews. I couldn't find anything on YouTube. So maybe they're like a newer company and they're still like working up their clientele, but I couldn't find anything saying like, oh, you need to try this hair, which is, word of mouth. I can watch advertisements all day, but when someone tells me, oh, you need to try this product, I'm going to believe that person more than I'm going to believe the company telling me I need to try it, So, I probably should contact them and see if, like, they can send me, like, a sample or something. Maybe not like a full bundle, but, like, half a bundle. I don't know. I don't know. I probably should contact them. I should probably contact them. Kintoya's so busy. I text her, but she hasn't gotten back to me yet. But she is busy. She's booked and busy, and I'm so happy for her. Because she is good at what she does. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to contour my chin. Now, you guys see how little foundation I'm using, right? That's because my skin cannot handle a lot of coverage. I'm going to blend this in a second. Let me add this contour to my chin. But yeah, so her hair company and Mariah Hair Company. So I'm going to try some Mariah's hair too. Maybe that's where I'll get my curly hair, because I don't think she had any blonde hair on the site when I looked. But so the things I look for hair is quality versus price. And a lot of companies will say, oh, our hair is raw and stuff like that. There's only been one company where I believed that, and that was when Peak Mill used to have her hair company back in the day. Like, I bought some kinky straight hair from her. Girl, that hair lasted me a long time. Like, I threw it away because I got something in it that just tore the hair up. I don't know what I used, but it tore the hair up. Like, I think, I can't remember, maybe like 4 years 4 years worth of wear with that hair. And then I like tried to oh, I bleached it. That was why. I couldn't even remember. I bleached it and tore the hair up. And not like the hair was shit, but I over bleached it, and then because it was like, real hair. And I fried it off, and then the texture was just gone, and I ruined the closure, and there was just no savoring it. And I cut my wefts, so I would have had to cut all the wefts off and make sure I put them back in the exact same order that I put on the original wig, and I wasn't about to do that. So the crappy part is Peak Mill doesn't sell hair anymore, and I don't think she ever disclosed her vendor. So that's unfortunate. I just added some more contour just because I have a lot of headspace in here, but whatever. I just want to make sure my face is contoured a bit. I think that's okay. Like, this side of my face is always puffier than this side. Never fails. All right, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of foundation on here. Just so it's not so such a drastically different color. You get like a subtle shadow. Subtle shadow. Once again, I'm using the Urban Decay Face Bond. I don't even know if they still sell this anymore. I got this particular shade off of Poshmark. The original shade I had was 18, and that was back last summer. And that's when I became obsessed with the formula. But I found the instead of paying full price again for a foundation, I went on Poshmark. Let's see. Hannah, get back to me? No, not yet. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so hair companies. There are a lot to choose from. And I try to go local most of the time, and I try to go black owned most of the time. But sometimes that's not always possible, and sometimes the quality is not always there. But I'm going to let you know about this Mariah's Hair Company after I get in contact with them and see if I can try their hair out and let you guys know. I'm not like a big content creator or anything, so they're probably going to look at my numbers and be like, bitch, what? But I am a consumer, and I do give my opinions on the internet, and the internet is forever. So let's see what they do. I barely have any coverage on my forehead. This is how much foundation I'm still using. That amount. That amount was for my whole face. Can you believe it? And I got a big head. And it is a little warm, but not to the point where I look orange. At least I don't think I look orange. What do you guys think? It doesn't look orange to me. Maybe I look a little yellow, but not jaundice. And it looks really, it's a little dry right here. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little dry right there. I'll put a little bit of oil in my hand and go in with that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of oil. Maybe put it on my forehead too. And what I like about this oil, it's not like it's not going to cause your products to separate. It's like a very light oil. Very light. Let's see. I really get dry right here and under my eyes. Okay. I'm just blending everything in now. This nothing looks patchy. Like I said, not a lot of coverage because I don't need a lot of coverage. Something funky is going on my nose, though. All right, let's see. The foundation and the concealer are not playing well with each other, but both of these are tried and true products. So maybe it's food. But I always use this primer. But I don't know if you can see that, but there's a heaviness right there and right there. You can definitely see it right there. Let's see if I could just continue to blend it out. Yeah, there's a lot of heaviness right there. Do you see that? I don't know what I'm going to do. Add a little bit more wall. This is why lives, like, I like watching people's lives, because you can see what's going on in real time with no cuts. So as you can see, my face is currently, my makeup is currently not letting me be great. And I'm not sure why, because these are all my go-to products. Maybe my skin is too dry today. Maybe I should have used the hydrating foundation. Maybe. Hold on. Let me see. Let me get this CoverGirl. Maybe I can put this over this real quick. There's a little bit of hydration. No, but this is oil-based, or this is water-based. We're going to see. We're going to see. Put it on my nostrils. I love this CoverGirl. There is not a lot of coverage, but I don't need a lot of coverage. There's only like certain parts of my face that I like say I need coverage. And around my nose is not one of them. I just burped a little bit, sorry. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe my skin was too dry for that primer and this matte foundation. Maybe I should have used the Nessa Myrick primer. Let's just see. I'm trying to fix this, y'all. If I try to put powder on it, it's gonna look worse. So try to fix it. Is this around right here? It's just around right there, and I'm not sure why. I am gonna try powder foundation in a future video. That's probably not going to be live because I've never done it before. But Tiago, who I follow here on YouTube, he does powder foundation, like everything powder. And I think he said he had dry skin. So I'm trying to figure out, how is this man accomplishing this? Because my skin, when it's dry, like if you have dry skin, like powder is not your friend. Okay, that's why like I use really light powder when I do use it, because it will dry my skin out. And that's also why I use for the most part moisturizing products underneath. But this man has mastered the use of, it looks just real heavy right here. You guys can probably see it just looks real textured. This man has mastered powder foundation and powder products, and his skin looks smooth. And he's a man, so he's got and when I say he's a man, like he identifies as a man. He's got a beard, or he doesn't have a beard, but he gets a beard. He's got facial hair. He's got a lot of facial hair that he has to shave off every day before he starts his makeup. So and that's why I like following men in makeup. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't learn a whole lot from pretty girls online. I'm gonna be real. Like all the pretty female influencers online, like I don't follow a lot. I watch a lot of men in makeup, particularly men that have some sort of facial hair, because they show me how to color correct and they show me how to hide that texture. And I have texture right here. So how is some chick that has really great skin, smooth baby butt skin, gonna show me how to cover up texture? You know? So that's just my opinion. That's how I learn. I follow men in makeup. Like Patrick Star is one of the people that I learn a lot from, because his skin has gone from his skin has completely changed over years. I'm looking for my LA Girl Pro Conceal in white, and I can't find it. I need to highlight right here. Hold on. I found this, but this is going to be too matte for right now. What is going on? Oh, here it is. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Patrick Star. I learned a lot from him, particularly how to combat texture. Yeah, so just guys that have facial hair, like a lot of drag queens I follow, like Trixie and Kimchi, and who else do I follow? Isabelle Brooks. Like the drag queens that, have facial hair. They teach you how to color correct. You know? So I guess what I'm saying is I have a wide variety of makeup content creators that I follow. A lot of them. And I've been following Patrick since before he had one side. I've been following Patrick when he and Manny were friends. Like before that whole scandal, whatever. I didn't follow it, but I thought all that. Before all that, I mean. So, but now he's an esthetician, so his skin has gotten, he's able to do his own skin treatments and stuff like that, so his skin has gotten real nice. Oh, that's what I'm feeling. I have a hair on my face. Hold up. Did I get it? Yes, I did. So, yeah, his techniques have been invaluable. Invaluable. I'm going to highlight my chin a little bit too. I'm still just using the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm using very little product. Very little bit. I'm just putting this around my mouth. I've been on here for an hour and a half. Well, you guys know when I do my lives, I take my time. I take my time and I beat my face. I take my time and I beat my face. Maybe I should highlight right here too. We're gonna do that. So just that amount right there. Put this right here. And I don't contour around my hairline because I put my wig forward enough to where I don't have a 5 head. or even a forehead sometimes. And I have such a heavy bang right here that I don't feel the need to contour my forehead. Now, my natural forehead, when I don't have a wig on, I have a forehead. Like, I have a forehead. So I like to contour it a little to make it look a little smaller. Dare I say, maybe I even have a 5 head. I have to count one day. But I got a big head and a big face and big features, so I like to minimize some of them. And one of them is my forehead. Around the edges anyway, and then like make sure this part is really highlighted. Oh. Okay, now it's time for powder. Even though, really, I don't need powder. Like, I'm just gonna put some right here, I think, under my eyes, because the rest of my face is like set. It looks set. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to powder under my eyes. Maybe my nose a little. Yeah, probably not even my nose. Just my just under me eyes. I was gonna say, that's what I got. Under me eyes. Okay, so I'm using the Glam Light Bacon Set. Got this off of TikTok a while ago too. I have so many loose powders, you guys. Like, the market is saturated with makeup. And when it comes to knowing what is good or not, there's really no answer. Because you're not going to know until you buy it. That's the shitty part. Because someone can tell you, you know, oh, this works great. This works great. Woo, woo, woo. But unless they have the same kind of skin you do and have the same kind of skin routine you do, like your what am I trying to say? So your skincare, you can't go off that. You have to try it for yourself. And sometimes that sucks. So that's how I talk myself out of things. Like, I'm gonna be real. I really want to try. Some of the creams from Fenty. I really, really want to try them. But bitch, they are like $20-something. And I'm like, I rather purchase something for like $12 that I don't like than 20-something. I don't know why makeup is so well, I guess I do know why makeup is so expensive, but like, it just seems like it's getting more and more expensive, but like the quality is not elevating with the prices. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I don't know nothing about the makeup industry. I've never created a product, but I've been listening to Marlena, who owned Makeup Geek. And she has even said herself, some of these things are just overpriced for no reason. I don't remember any examples she gave me, but I just keep that in my head. Like, the goal is profit. The goal is profit. It will always be, it costs less to make something than they sell it for. But that's why I fuck with Makeup Geek, because their prices were always reasonable. That's why I fuck with a lot of like indie brands. At least I know why it's expensive when you're an indie brand, you know, because Bella Beauty Bar got like $70 palettes and stuff like that. I understand why, because their stuff is amazing. Like, their colors for their eyeshadow palettes, and they have to pay the artists that, you know, do the art and stuff like that, because they don't use AI. Like, I understand where the money's going or going to. But some of these other luxury brands, I'm just like, where is the money going? What? That component didn't cost that much. You know? And I watch a lot of, I watch luxury content creators too, like, Michelle Wang, love her because she's able to afford luxury and stuff, and she gets PR, but she's honest. She's like, I don't really see why this costs so much, you know? And then she'll tell you when something is like worth it, you know? Another person that does that is Mo Makeup More Beauty. Mo Makeup Mo, I think her name is Monica or Monique. She's on YouTube too. I follow her. She's also able to afford the Chantecailles and the La Mers and the, you know, the Pradas and stuff like that. And she's another one that will say, bitch, you don't need this. I mean, it's nice to have because it gives you that feeling like the experience is cute or whatever, but you can, like, she gives alternatives. I'm just taking a brush to press this powder, and she gives alternatives to these overpriced makeup items from some of these luxury brands. Tati does that too, not as much because she has her, you know, what the fuck or sorry, I should say WTF episodes, but Michelle Wang and Mo Makeup More Beauty do it more routinely. These luxury brand reviews and stuff. So I've never been a luxury brand. I mean, is Pat McGrath considered luxury? Is Danessa Myricks considered luxury? Me personally, I don't care about the label. I care if the product is good. Like, good being defined as works for me. If it's affordable, like sustainably affordable, like, can I get it over and over again? You know? And is it unique? Because let's be real, a lot of stuff on the market is not unique anymore. And that's just point blank, period, which is why there's so many dupes, you know? So I would like to find makeup that if I'm going to spend a lot of money on it, it's gotta be worth it, you know? It's gotta be worth it. Okay, this is the Glam Goth Beauty Dark Renaissance palette. I have demolished these two shades. She doesn't make this anymore, unfortunately. I need to start, I have dignity. I shouldn't say I'm going to beg, but I'm going to ask regularly if she's going to bring these back or bring this palette back, because Marble and David, those two shades, this acts as a face palette and an eyeshadow palette. So these two shades in particular were my highlighting shades for under my eye, and they're gone. So, but I'm going to be using it right now. Morbid Lisa is another one. Morbid Lisa is the best contour shade I have ever used, because you can put it on lightly for someone that has light skin or lighter skin like me, or you can build it up to Marley's complexion, because Marley is at least 4 or 5 shades darker than I am. So I need to blend this a little better. This is a little patchy looking, but I like how this is looking on this side. All right, and then I'm going to go on my chin. And then flip the brush over to this side and soften it up a little bit. Use it on here. So since this is such a, like, I would consider this like a neutral brown look. I wouldn't say it's like too warm. I wouldn't say it's too cool. I'm going to say it's very neutral. I think I'm going to use a blush from here. Or maybe I should see what I got. I need a powder brush or powder blush. Maybe, I have a lot of these Tarte blushes that I picked up. think it was from like a kit or something. These ones. It's a bitch to open when you have nails. Why? What the fuck? Okay. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I refuse. Okay. I'm just going to use a bronzer shade from here. I think I'm going to use Sinister Chapel as my bronzer. This is a little warmer than Morbid Lisa. I think it makes a good bronzing shade. Get this up in my lace. I have texture right here. I don't know if you can see that. I might have to soften that up with something. I'm not sure what yet. I'm not sure what. Where's that? I'm going to use this guy right here just to clean up under there a little bit. It's still got powder on it from when I set my under eye. I'm just going to do that just a little bit. All right, and then I'm going to do, maybe I'll do a little bit of bronzer on my head. Maybe just a little bit, just to add some color. Nothing too drastic. I love makeup. I love it so much. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, let's see. All right, and then blush. I don't know. I have, let's see. I don't want to stand up and look. What is this? Oh, this is the Natasha Denona palette. Maybe I'll use this highlighter right here. I might use this highlighter. Let's just continue with the Dark Renaissance palette for blush. I think I want, oh, my eyes are creasing a little bit. I think I want, I'm going to use the shade Masterpiece in here, which is like this brick red. I'm just going to put it all right here. Like I said, this is like a face and eyeshadow palette. I have a couple of videos on my channel using this as a eyeshadow palette as well. Just using a face brush to soften up the edges. See, now it's a little too dark right here. So I would usually go into Marble and David, but now I have to rely on this Palladio's Definer Contour and Highlight Palette right here. So I'm going to go in with the shade right here. Drag itself, tap it off. I don't want too much product under my eye, because then it'll start looking heavy and creasy and it will age me, which is never the goal. Right. And I'm also using this to contour my nose too. Reverse contour my nose. Have you ever used a powder puff to apply your concealer? I've seen people on the internet do it. I might try it one day. I'm not sure what it accomplishes. I know back in the day when Tati had her blendable, I think it was called. It was like it looked like a giant powder puff, but it was like multi-use. Where she would use it to apply her concealer. But I'd be seeing people use regular old powder puffs to do that too. So I wonder if it works. I might try that in a recorded video. So I'm just cutting off the tip of my nose. And reapplying that contour mainly around my eye. I am not good at contouring my nose. I will be the first to say it, but I try. I'm trying my best. And sometimes it turns out real cute, and sometimes it's like, girl, what are you doing? So hopefully today is like a real cute day, you know? Okay, I'm going to take some eyeshadow. Where my eyeshadow at? Here it is. I use the NYX Whipped Cream eyeshadow, which is basically a white. And I highlight my nose. Where is the brush that I use though? I need to clean my makeup desk. I need to clean everything. Okay, let's see. Where is it at? This is the cream one. Where is the? Here it is. So I have like two of these tiny little brushes. This one is for the cream and this one is for the powder. So I use it to highlight my new tip and down the bridge. Like that, and then I take a brush and I just stamp along the contour because this is looking a little harsh. My face is so lopsided that like this part of the nose contour, I really want it to go up to the brow, where this one goes below the brow. But my face is crooked. Give me a thumbs up if you also have a crooked face. All right, I'm going to take some of this powder right here. This is from Wet n Wild. It's their Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder in light medium. And I'm going to dust this all over my face. And this is going to blend everything and make everything less what's the word? Less defined. It's gonna blur everything out, which is the goal. So I'm starting with my nose. See how much better that looks now? And then going on my forehead. And this also sets anything that I haven't set, even though, like I said, I'm using a matte foundation, like it sets itself, but this puts like a airbrush on it. And I'm doing tapping motions, not swiping, because I'm not trying to move anything. Oh, my lymph node is a little tender today. And I like using this powder. I don't even know if this is considered this is a finishing powder. So I don't use a powder foundation because I'm not trying to really add any coverage. I'm just looking to add a veil. Like I said, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try the powder foundation routine from Tiago and report back because his skin looks so good after he does his makeup. I'm like, oh my God. And he does up close too. Like, he's not like back here saying, look at me. Like, he's up close. I'm just like, this skin looks good. Looks real good. Okay. And then. Go back in with this powder right here. Just to re-brighten. A little bit of hair in my nose. Okay. Looking cute. Still looking a little textured right here, but can't be perfect all the time. All right, so I'm going to use this highlighter right here. And this is a very subtle highlight, in my opinion, but it's gold, which is why I want to use it. Because it's warm. It's going to warm this up so I don't look like a corpse. And using right here. Like, I don't even know if you guys can see that. It's barely there. It's barely there. But I'm not a big highlighty fan anymore anyway, so this is good enough for me. And I'm going to spray my face so everything melts in. Okay. Cute. I think it's cute. All right, using the one size. I need to get more of this. Using the one size. Now, one size has an actual spray called Powder Melt that is supposed to melt in your powders. I have not tried that. I don't think I need it. Honestly, I don't think I need another. Oh. Okay, I guess I took too long. YouTube was like, okay, we need to take a break. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, one size has Powder Melt spray, which is like marketed to say it will melt your powders into your skin. I don't think I need that. I'm looking a little matte though, so maybe I'm going to take a little bit of the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow. Like so. And this is a lot wetter than the aerosol, but whatever. I think we're looking good though. All right, I gotta do lips. I think I'm going to do neutral and glossy. I think that's what we're gonna do. Neutral and glossy, and I promise I'm almost done. It only took about 2 hours. Like I said, I like taking my time with my makeup. I hate being rushed. It's really frustrating when I'm rushed. Because then if something goes wrong, then you're just like, well, fuck it. So, I'm putting all my stuff back. Okay. Ooh, what's this? I haven't. Ooh, I forgot I had this. Hold up. This is a Fenty Beauty highlighter. Ooh. It's like peachy. I'm gonna have to use that in another video. Cute. Okay. Lip liner. You guys know I always use Chestnut from MAC, so that's what I'm looking for right now. It's Caviar. Okay, let's see. Here it is. Chestnut from MAC. And then, I want a brown lip, but I don't want a liquid lipstick. I think, pardon me. I think I want to do, because I always go for this lip gloss. This is from Glamlite. It's warm. It's a nice warm toned lip gloss. It's like got undertones of warmth, as you can see right there. And it's got gold shimmers in it. Is that what I want though? Or do I want something matte? What do I have over here? Oh, I have the Heat. Let's do that. I haven't used this in a while. This is the, it's been stored like this, as you can see. This is the Fenty Beauty Heat lip gloss in Lemon Lava. I'm going to use this today. So I'm going to contour my lips. I feel so pretty today. And even though I have lip filler, I still overdraw my lips. Primarily because they have shrunk. So I line them a little bigger. But not like Trixie big. Not that overlined. Not that overlined. Maybe like a little Juno moment. I miss when Juno did her, Juno is a trans drag queen. I miss when she used to do her blue makeup. She's been doing a lot of, human makeup lately. But I miss when she was blue all the time. That was really cool. Like, learning how to contour with like different shades of one color. I thought it was really informative. I really liked it. Why is this crumbly? My lips must be hella dry today. They feel kind of dry. Let's see. Not mean to move you. This is like situated very precariously above my mirror. Okay, let's my lips are hella dry today. So I'm just gonna contour a little bit and use the brush to blend it out. What I don't like about my face is I get like my lips are kind of like down turned right here. Do you see that? Or it goes like that. I need to like start contouring up like this. I'm not sure how to yet, but I think I'm gonna start manipulating my mouth a little bit more. Maybe I could do that now actually, since I'm thinking about it. So I'm just going to take the brush that I used to powder contour my nose. And maybe just go like this. Go right here and go like this. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think that made a difference. I usually just try to highlight around my mouth. but I find it's literally like the crease of my mouth that is getting lower. I'm not sure if I can do anything about that. We'll play around. We'll play around. Now is not the time. Okay. So those are my lips. And then I'm going to, I should not have stored this like this because now all the product is like up near here. I'm going to store it like this when I put it back. Yeah, I don't even know if she sells these anymore. This is really old. I have this one and the red one. Oh, and the white one. But I don't have the brown one. I should have got, I think that one was called like hot chocolate or something. Oh, super cute. So cute. Okay. What do y'all think? Yes, I have a bend in my hair. No, I don't care. Let's see. I really want an opportunity to use this. This is a NARS, what is this? Power Matte Lip Pigment. So it's not like a traditional liquid lipstick. It's very watery and it tends to go everywhere, which is why I don't use it very often. But it's such a pretty shade. There we go. It's like this beautiful berry. So I'm probably going to use that when I use, when I get into the Bronze Seduction palette by Pat McGrath. Or maybe I'll use a different palette. Who knows? I don't know. But I think in my next live, I'm going to revolve a look around this beautiful lip pigment. And it dries really quick and it's really pigmented. But like I said, it's like not a traditional lipstick. It's not very thick. So you have to be real careful around your lip line. But it's really pretty. Okay. Let's take a comb. Now the one crappy thing about having blonde hair is, hold on. Number one, if your face is dewy, you will get foundation and stuff on your hair. And then with cutting your, and this has nothing to do with blonde hair, just in general, cutting your wefts sets you up for more shedding. And this does have to do with blonde hair, or actually any kind of hair. When you bleach your closure, you are loosening your knots. So your closure, you have like, this is the amount of hair that just came out. You have to be careful with the amount of bleach you put on your closure, because that's the most sensitive part of your wig, because that is what's most manipulated. That's where you put your parts and stuff like that, and where you put the most heat. But overall, I like this hair. I have a tangle on the back right now. Let me try to get this out with this rat tail comb. Probably not a good idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Like right at the nape of my neck is where it gets tangled. That's the tangle that I just got out. So not like, it's not raw hair, not that like the highest quality of hair, but it's a step up from what I was experiencing with other hair vendors. I think if I had gotten the maybe the higher quality, the Eurasian, I think they have like Eurasian hair or something, it's priced more. I didn't find out why, but like at least I can get out the tangles, you know, it's not matted. So now it's nice and oh, there's a tangle, nice and tangle free. So, but yeah, that is today's look. I have this line of demarcation here. I hate it because when it's like the way my head is. That's how fat my head is. Like the like the lace like kind of like divots in, and then like my head like bumps, so I have to either like pull the wig back farther like this to like get rid of it, or pull it farther forward. So I'm just gonna pull it back like that. Well, I guess there was a little adhesive right there. Oops. Hold up. I'm just screwing up my look in real time. Okay. Looking cute. Looking real cute. This bend is kind of bothering me, but it'll be okay. I love being a blonde. I love being a not natural blonde. Nothing about this look is natural. Am I right? I love it though. I love it. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this live, I know it was a long one, but all my lives are long because I just be yapping. But if you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're interested in more of my content, I will be putting out pre-recorded content. Like I said, I just hate editing, you guys. I just hate it. And I don't have the funds to hire an editor, which is why I don't have like the fun little what do they call it, thumbnails and stuff like that. I just don't have the energy. So I'm gonna continue being basic, but hopefully you guys still enjoy. I will leave the link down to her hair company and Mariah's hair company down below. I'll also have Hannah's Salon and Kintoya Salon down below too if you want to check it out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Like I said, I think we did a really good job today. Feeling confident. Okay, love you guys. Bye.